Islam Makhachev is back in the gym.
I'm not leaving Montreal without the belt.
But he's not the only one making noise. Then Islam posted this, which translates to, I want to tag someone, but I think it's not worth it. And just like that, chaos. Some say it's about John Jones. Others think it's Ilya. Or maybe himself. Islam Makhachev hasn't fought since defending his title against Dustin Poirier. And now the rumors are louder than ever. Ilya Topuria, freshly crowned featherweight king, is the name everyone's watching. But what he said next flipped the whole perspective. Topuria claims he could easily finish Islam, even hinting that in a street fight he'd need to pay for Makachev's hospital bills. Before you count him out, listen to this. Ilya isn't just talk. He dismantled 2 former champs and walked away untouched. His confidence? Sky high. His goal? Lightweight gold. But wait, this one hits different. Islam hasn't publicly accepted the challenge. Instead, he posted a cryptic image of an ostrich with its head buried in the sand, captioned, I want to tag someone, but I think I shouldn't. The reason this is happening, sources say the UFC wants Islam versus Ilya this year, but Ilya has reportedly been told to stay quiet. And Islam? He's been training in silence. Until now. It gets crazier. If Belal Muhammad beats Della Maddalena at UFC 315, Islam may move up to fight him instead, putting the Topuria super fight on ice. But just when it seemed like everything was on hold, Belal Muhammad broke the silence. In classic Belal style, he didn't hold back. He sent Islam a message loud and clear. Listen closely.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. We said it, and he's, oh man, you ruined my plans. It's one of those things, like, oh, you won the belt, you ruined my plans.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, where there's people now, they're waiting to see what happens this weekend. But I tell them, like, I would get your fight signed because I'm not leaving Montreal without the belt. I'm still going to be the champ. So start your camp right now. Whoever you have in line, whoever you have in store, you're good.
Bo Nickal just went from golden prospect to shock headline.
That simply wasn't the Bo that I knew.
He didn't seem as willing to just fight.
And yeah, the internet did not take it easy on him. But trust me, it gets worse.
He looked flat. He didn't look sharp. He didn't look crisp. And until the last round. He hurt him with that body shot. He knew he hurt him with the body shot, and he kept going in and trying to finish. But yeah, I don't agree. I mean, I looked at the punch stats. There's like 6 in a couple of the rounds. So,
in my village, if you perform bad, you don't fight next week. You fix roof. Before you count him out, listen to this. Big John McCarthy said this. Look, this is what happens. Things get more difficult when you're stepping up. It's not always easy. You've got all the hype and the talk, but you have to back it up. And that's not always easy. But this is where guys learn. Bo's got to figure it out, and he will. He's got the tools. But Bo had something to say too. Back home, we do not break silence. We break nose. Khabib Nurmagomedov posted some footage of Umar Nurmagomedov training, and it looks like he still can't use his left hand. Umar broke his hand during the fight against Merab Dvalishvili, which he lost via unanimous decision. He recently had surgery on it and posted a photo of a screw through his index finger. Joe Rogan will not be commentating this weekend at UFC 315. The event takes place in Montreal, and Joe has recently stated that he refuses to go to Canada anymore. On a recent episode of his podcast, Joe said, I won't be there. I don't go to Canada anymore. I don't. I'd rather go to Russia. Dominic Cruz is now set to commentate this weekend alongside Daniel Cormier and John Anik. Joe, my babushka welcomes you. She made borscht and sharpened the axes. It's gonna be a good time. Kamaru Usman has some bad blood with Belal, but this was on another level.
Aware of where you are? Does it like rise to that level?
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah, because I would say, I say that only because obviously I'm very level-headed and especially when I'm outside of the cage. But for the last almost 2 years now, 1.5 years, I haven't been in the thick of it. There's a transition when you're not in it, because I'm and people can't, they expect us to be these fighters and we're always on go mode, to where when I'm outside of the cage, people are like, why are you so calm? You're a scary fighter. But I'm not like that. And so when you're in the thick of it, you're on alert. all the time. And even me and George St. Pierre, we had this conversation where he expressed that to me. He's like, when you're in it, you're always this defensive guy. And I hadn't been that for a while, but now that I'm back in the thick of it, yeah, you probably have to have security back there with us.
Belal Muhammad will defend his welterweight title against Della Maddalena. Ahead of the fight, JDM says he believes he's just a better MMA fighter than Belal. He's confident he will be able to stop Belal's takedowns. In an interview with MMA Junkie, JDM said he's good at winning, so he'll revert back to just trying to win. Obviously, I don't underestimate his striking, but I think I can get him on the feet and on the ground. I think I'm a better MMA fighter than him. I wouldn't want to have a boxing match with him because I like MMA. I like the rule set. I like kicking him and elbowing him. I think his striking, it's fast. He has a fast, awkward striking style, so it's effective. Obviously, he's not a very damaging guy just because he doesn't put all his weight behind his shots. It seems like he just snaps them out there fast. He can touch you and then get on your hips. So he's a well-rounded guy. Obviously, the fight starts on the feet, so I think he'll come out and dip his toes a little bit. If he's feeling comfortable and his fast little flicking hands he thinks are landing, he might try to stay on the feet a little bit. When he starts feeling uncomfortable, I think that's when you see him start to revert back to his bread and butter. I think I can stop the takedown. I'm comfortable on my back, and I think sometimes that's not good for MMA. It sometimes works to my detriment. Stop the takedown is what I need to do. I think that makes the fight easier for me. If it hits the ground, I've got ways of getting up. I'll be able to attack him off my back, but stopping the takedown will be the best route to victory. It'll save me energy, and I can use that energy to bust him up. I respect the resume for sure. He has had a very good career. Obviously a hard-working guy. He puts a lot of wins together, which isn't easy, especially at this sort of level of fighters he's fighting. I respect it. No bad blood. I'm coming with vicious intentions. That's the fight game.